be a pitcher in professional baseball is like the ultimate goal for me. So when I saw him do it, I was always like, you know what, if he can do it, I can do it. You know, it's like a typical older brother story. You're constantly trying to be as cool as him and be as good as him at everything he did.
I remember he didn't get drafted, so I was watching the draft and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, how does he not get drafted? And I've been in the big leagues and he's my younger brother, almost exactly the same as me.
That was the goal all along. You know, I talked to my head coach, Nick Giaquinto, and he was like, you know, stay fresh, stay healthy, and stay ready, because there's always a chance somebody can sign you for a free agent, and that's what happened.
Name is Evan Schribner.
My name's Troy Schribner.
Level is Major Leagues, AAA, back and forth. Team, Oakland Athletics.
I'm 22 years old, and I played for the Houston Astros.
We were just trying to have fun. I mean, baseball's my game. I was always a baseball player. I was always pretty good at it. I played in high school and college, and they just took to it.
We always played when I was growing up, and I never remember not playing.
My dad's dad played and was a pitcher and was good, and he played in college and was good, and I just kind of grew into it.
Our town's really small, Washington Depot. It's probably the smallest town in the whole state. There's not much to do. So we play a lot in the backyard, we play a lot of baseball.
We just went out and had fun. I mean, they're little kids. We used to go out and play hit the bat, you know, play catch, play wiffle ball. And just one thing led to another and just kept going, going, and going. Troy's college career, I mean, he played at Sacred Heart. I could go to watch the games. And, you know, I saw him play a ton this year. You know, all the years I saw him play a ton.
Playing for Sacred Heart was overwhelmingly successful experience for me. Since freshman year, I started not knowing what my role was going to be. Obviously, in freshman, you don't have any idea. But I ended up getting a chance to show my abilities early. I guess I proved myself. After those 3 guys graduated, I moved right up to Friday, and I got the Friday night game. That set the tone for the rest of the 4 years.
Played at Central Connecticut State University. My freshman year, we had a good year. We made it to the tournament. We won the tournament, and I got the MVP as a freshman. So, you know, I was a walk-on kid, so I didn't really know if I was going to even make the team. Then I started doing better and better, and I realized that maybe I could keep going with this. And, you know, the next year I became the ace of the team and went from there.
I mean, it got up to the point where it was the draft day, and I was nervous, and my parents and everybody, my coaches were expecting me to go. I was like, oh, I'll probably go in the end. And then when it never happened, I kind of was down in the dumps. I didn't think that there was that many other options.
It's hard to tell if you're going to get drafted or not. You hear a lot of things. You know, I talked to a couple teams. I was a senior in college, so you know, you either get drafted or you're done. So it was kind of stressful. You know, I remember watching online people get drafted, and it ticks away, and all the rounds go by and everything. It was the Diamondbacks called me in 28th round, and I was happy. Got him playing like the next day to Arizona.
When I first got to Florida, I was doing well. I was having a lot of success. And then I got to Greenville, and I was set. I was like, I'm ready to stay here for the rest of the year. That's great. I got moved up once. I'm ready to ride out the year in Greenville.
The Gulf Coast League, I didn't think he'd be there that long. He calls me on the phone and says, Dad, I don't think I should be in this league. These guys are just learning how to hit. And then I'm hoping, oh, Penn League. But then he gets called up to Tennessee, and I'm like, dang it. You know, because Tennessee's kind of far away.
And then it was 6 days in Greenville, and I got called in the office, and that was the shock, getting called up again to Tri-City. I mean, after that I got to call my dad and be like, yeah, I'm coming up to New York.
I was walking into the clubhouse in AAA, and I was late. I missed the bus. We had a day game or something like that, and it was early. And I tried to, you know, sneak by the coach's office. As soon as I got to my locker, they said, hey, coach needs to see you. And I was like, oh, man. He saw me, I'm late, he's gonna yell at me. He brought me in and he goes, your time has come. You're getting called up right now. You know, it didn't really sink in until, you know, weeks later. Very first inning in the majors, we were facing the Braves, and Hayward was my first batter. And I played with him in the fall league, so we were kind of buddies, but when I threw him a curveball and he hit it off the end, capped it to the third baseman, and the third baseman kind of like double clutched and he beat it out. Base hit, first batter, and I was like, oh man, that's not how I pictured my first batter to be in the big leagues. But then next pitch was Chipper Jones, next pitch, ground ball to short, double play, got him, so it worked out, I guess. Having a younger brother in the minor leagues while I'm playing too it's pretty cool, because now we're on the same schedule. One of us doesn't want to go one day, the other guy will be like, let's go, come on.
It takes a lot for me to go by myself, so it's easier to have someone get your ass to the gym every day. And then there's always the competition whenever he's doing something.
Yeah,
the
we always want to
obvious-
lift more than the other
Yeah, there's
guy.
the obvious tension there. You look at it, he's the best resource that you can have when I'm going through the same life that he had pretty much only 6 years earlier.
You know, he figured out what works for him, and everybody's different, you know. Even though we're brothers, being in different organizations, you know, the paths are, you know, you can never tell what's going to happen, so. Thinking of it playing in the same stadium at the same time against each other would be
really cool.
you know, that would probably be the ultimate.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, one thing leads to another, and you know, you kind of get greedy. First, you just want him to have a good high school career. Then, maybe the kid can play in college. And then, have a good college career. Oh, he's going to get drafted. It's amazing how far they've gotten, coming from a little town like this. It's been great. You walk up to a stadium and you go, God, my kid's playing here. It's pretty cool.